Hey friends, thanks for tuning in. This is a podcast where I speak on feelings, sex, friendship, and whatever else makes you uncomfortable. Join me on my journey as I give you something worth listening to. All right, you whores, let's get down to business. Welcome back to another episode of Something Worth Listening to. If you made it this if you made it this far, I appreciate you. Good looks. Thanks for coming back. And if you haven't, I guess there's nothing to say because you haven't made it this far. But I wanted to talk about dating. I feel like a lot of people get this shit mixed up. They have misconceptions of what dating is, especially nowadays, and how it's changed. Well, actually, I don't really know how it's changed. My older listeners will be able to correct me if I'm wrong. But dating. When you start dating a person, don't expect that person to only be talking to you, okay? If they tell you they're only talking to you, they're lying through their teeth and you shouldn't believe them, and that's already a red flag because they're liars. Unless you guys decide to be exclusive or go steady, like the older folks call it. I used to be that type in middle school and like high school, like, oh, well, if you talk to me, you're only going to talk to me. I don't want you talking to anybody else. I mean, not that did anything anyways, because they would still do whatever the fuck they wanted. Thanks for that, by the way, guys. But as I got older and adulthood quickly put me in my place, I realized that people are going to do what they want to do to whoever they want to do it with. And just because you date someone does not mean you have to sleep with them. I've learned that you don't give girlfriend material before you become the girlfriend, because then there's no reason to make you the girlfriend. They're getting everything for free. So no, absolutely not. Cut it out. Don't do it. I had asked how many of you give girlfriend treatment before actually being the girlfriend, and a lot of you bitches put that you do. Like, not judging, but just bring it back a little bit. Honestly, I wouldn't say to change how you are, because if a man wants to cuff you, he will cuff you. If a man likes you, you will never question that he likes you. If you have to question he likes you, then he doesn't like you. Whatever. You're giving him all of what he wants, and he's not giving you anything in return. With that being said, if you ever find yourself in one of those situations where I want a relationship, and then he's like, no, I don't want a relationship, I just want to fuck, or we could just chill, Basically, if you want a relationship and you see that he wants the benefits to a relationship but not actually wants to be your boyfriend, pack it up. Because my experience, again, everything I say is what I go through, that's not going to change. You're going to give him, what I said earlier, you're going to give him everything he wants and you're not getting anything in return. And not necessarily like, oh, like, he makes you happy and like you're getting dick down, but the title, you want the title, you want you two to be exclusive to each other, because at that point he can pick up and go anywhere he wants. I mean, granted, at any point any guy or any female can pick up and go anywhere they want to, but you're not his girlfriend, and technically he is single. You're just giving him head, giving him pussy, and he's taking it. Of course, no man is gonna be like, nah, I don't want that, or like, I'm good off that. Point being, do yourself a favor and understand that when a guy, or females do it too, let me not even target men, females, y'all think y'all slick too. When a person says they're dealing with just you, most times they're not. I think it's how you say it. 9 times out of 10, they're not. You're probably number 1 out of 3, number 2 out of 3, or number 3 out of 3, but it's not just you. Everybody got their top 3. Everyone. So when you're speaking to someone and they're dealing with someone else, please, you cannot feel a type of way, or try not to show that you feel a type of way, because that is not your boyfriend and that is not your girlfriend. You never want to show that you care more. It's just this dating thing is like a sick fucking game. It doesn't matter if you don't want to play, you're playing. The minute you decide to date, you are playing. And if you're gonna be forced to play a game, you need to play it right. Shit is fucked. I failed numerous times, but I'm kind of getting up there. I kind of know what I'm doing, I kind of don't. This brings me on to another point I wanted to talk about. Friends with benefits. Please, if you are that person who knows they're not good with it, who knows they will not be able to keep their emotions out, or is just a little too sensitive for just having sex, then do not do it, okay? If you require hand holding or cuddling after, just don't put yourself in that situation. Someone always catches feelings. It doesn't matter how many times you try to talk yourself out of it, or every situation I've been, well, no, every friends with benefit, quote unquote, situation that I've been in, or like I've seen my friends go through, yeah, somebody just always feels a type of way about something. Sometimes it's the female, sometimes it's the male. I, for one, know I cannot handle it. I'm not that type of person. Nah, I lied. I can be that type of person, but not if I already like you. If that makes any sense. I could go wham bam thank you ma'am and then never talk to you again, or wham bam thank you ma'am and only keep you as a wham bam thank you ma'am, and that will be it. I'll be fine. We don't have to get to know each other. We don't have to spend time with each other. We don't have to text. We don't have to call. Like, we don't have to do any of that except for when you feel like it, and that's it. I can be like that. But if I start spending time with you and I start like getting to know your personality and, you know, all that gushy stupid shit, then yeah, I'm fucked. So now I've realized and I've learned about myself that I'm not that type of person, especially if I like you and you start telling me about another bitch. Absolutely not. But then at the same time, because I'm nosy and I want to see how you are with other people, of course I want to hear it. Like, tell me all the details. But then I'll be like dying inside. This episode is kind of like all over the place, but these are just points that I wanted to get out for someone else who didn't tell me, or like someone else who's taking them a bit of a longer time emotionally to get to where I am now. Where are you, Kendra? I am in a headspace where I am enjoying being single, and that doesn't necessarily mean like I'm out here talking to different people or like busting it open for everybody, but I don't want to sound like a man hater either. Right now, I just don't care about relationships. I don't care about finding a boyfriend. I don't care about talking to anybody. Rewinding all the way back to when I said don't give girlfriend treatment before actually being the girlfriend. I was dealing with this guy and he tells me I'm a king. I deserve king treatment. I'm like, why the hell do you deserve king treatment if you haven't been giving me queen treatment, you know? And he's like, oh, what are you trying to say? Like, I don't treat you as a queen. I said, well, one, you don't. And two, nobody is doing anything extra to make each other feel like they really fuck with them. I was gonna try and give an example, but I don't even know how to get courted the right way. Isn't that so sad? Yeah, that's pretty sad. But no, don't invite me to your house. I'm not going. Well, I've done that too, but I'm not going. Take me out on a proper date. Not to say, because I'm not one of those like materialistic dress me up or like pick me bitches. But when you first are dating someone, I believe it's important to put your best foot forward. So dress up when you guys go out. Actually go out. Staying home, Netflix or cooking or whatever, that's a date too. But after you already have gotten the person, if that makes any sense. After you've become my boyfriend, yeah, we can do stay at home dates. We can do cooking dates, you know, like those are dates as well. I'm not saying that you have to spend money or you have to go somewhere fancy to be a date. But like I said before, just put your best foot forward. You want that person to want to go out with you again. Don't be one of those like, come to my house. And there's some bitches that go to the house. Like I said, I used to be one of them bitches. But now I'm older, I'm wiser, and I'm not going to your house. Pick me up. Tell me to be ready at a certain time. Plan something. Oh my God. Guys nowadays, I don't know when this backseat of initiative took place, but it needs to stop. If you want to take a female out on a date, take her out on a date that you already have planned. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. No one's asking for a fucking candlelight dinner, a fucking blimp that says I love you, or like some shit written in the stars. No, just say, hey, be ready at this time because I'm taking you out on a date. I guarantee you, bro, 110, she'll suck your dick on the first night. Just because you planned it. She ain't never had nobody do that shit before. She ain't never had nobody plan a date. She ain't never had nobody take her out, hold her motherfucking door, and fucking pay for her shit. There's a lot of females who deadass have not had that. And then because there are other females like myself who expect that from people, or expect that from a man, we're asking for too much. I personally don't think that that's too much. I think that's courting. I think that's properly wanting to show somebody that you want to spend time with them. But again, a bunch of these fucking pick me bitches who settle for anything fucking make it harder for the real ass gangsters who won't settle for shit. Another thing too that I wish somebody had told me, don't get your panties in a bunch if it doesn't work out, okay? Not everyone is meant to be in your life forever. Not everyone is meant to stay there forever. Not everything is meant to work out. It's literally as cliche as it sounds. Everything's either a blessing or a lesson. Some shit like that. I don't know. Don't be too wrapped up in it. Not everyone who takes interest in you is going to be worth your time. Ugh. You don't owe everyone a conversation. That's a whole nother thing for a whole nother topic. I feel like I can go. If you guys heard the amount of I just talk too fast from my mouth and I just end up saying stupid shit. I feel like I can go on and on about this topic, but all good things must come to an end, and this is the end for you whores. Until next week, of course.